We got not just one, but two lineups for you for Friday, April 10th, 2015. This is your FanDuel Major League Baseball preview and inside look at daily fantasy baseball. We have two windows on Friday. I'll have 5 late afternoon games in all cases, home openers, and then we have 10 more games at night. And you'll see with the early slate, I have stacked up we have our first Coors Field game of the year, so I have stacked up on Cubs and Rockies. And then you have the later games, which will have some intriguing options as well. I'm giving Mike Trout my first look of the year. So going to show you how I got to this point, and always subject to change. Here is, this is going to be a neat slot because we will know all the lineups. This will be like a turbo game. All of these will be starting between 3 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And the first thing, we have the Minnesota Twins, who have scored 1 run in 3 games thus far this year. And, things will be a little easier for them on the south side than it was in Detroit. But I feel for Paul Molitor right now. He's going to be up against it this year. Me and Paul go way back. Just seemed like yesterday he started out with the Brewers. But, Hector Noesi, we're not going to name him for a Cy Young anytime soon. But we're just going to go with the matchup on this. I guess some other options, obviously there are only 10 probable starters. The opening day starters don't get back into the mix until Saturday at the earliest. So, Derek Holland against Houston, that might be attractive. But other than that, there are no Cy Young candidates in there. So we're going to take our chances with Hector. And then we go to... And the other thing I wanted to note is... this is good. FanDuel jacks up the salaries for games in Coors Field. So you'll notice a lot of the salaries of the Cubs and Rockies players for the weekend, about 500 more than what you may have seen them earlier in the week, each for each player. So I am going to go with... we'll know for sure if Roland Rosario plays. I think he'll play a home opener. I think he'll have that in him. Mejio 3,100 be relatively cheap for this game. I'm going to have Nolan in here. I'm going to get Starlin Castro, and let's throw another Cub in there. Jose Soler would be the other one I have in mind. The other one I have targeted is the other player I have targeted. He hit 5th yesterday, so I like this guy. He hasn't done much, but if he's hitting 5th, at worst, it's a punt play. And then this will leave me with first baseman. I'm going to put Prince Fielder in. And then I can stick in for an outfielder. God, I like me some George Springer, but that is going to put me the dreaded 100 over. So now I'll be looking at the first baseman. Well, Brandon Moss gave me an 0 for 4 yesterday, but we can stick him in. So here's the lineup: the Noesi, Rosario, Brandon Moss, Mejio, Arenado, Castro, Soler, Ryan Rua, George Springer. So there's the the only weather concerns, we'll pull up the weather map. There's going to be some rain up and down the East Coast tomorrow, so you see some possibilities at Camden Yards, and no real threat that's going to threaten a game anywhere. Other than that, Atlanta and Philadelphia, you're looking at chances of rain later in the evening as well. So that is the weather report. And then there will be the later slate. And again, Fires, for that salary, Gio Gonzalez, I think that's by far the best pitcher you'll have going. So we'll work a couple lineups, and I may have a Drew Pomerantz, my catcher, and I may rethink the catcher because I don't like how the San Diego West Coast game, we will not know that lineup, and he was behind the dish 12 innings yesterday, so I'm going to rethink Norris. My first baseman, for right now, I have Votto. Second, just do this is salary cap play. He hit second, so Joe Panic is there. Interesting with the third baseman. Everyone thought the Royals were going to go away, that, they snuck in the playoffs. They got hot in October. The Haley's Comet event occurred in Kansas City all the way to the ninth inning of Game 7 of the World Series. And everyone thought the Royals would be about 500-ish World Series hangover. Well, they swept the White Sox in actually a spirited 3-game series at Kauffman Stadium, and Moustakas had a huge series. He's 3 for 7, so he's above the Mendoza line, but he's lefty on lefty, so I am going to pass on him, and I'm going to go with Pablo Sandoval. So my shortstop, I really recommend a Milwaukee Brewer right now. Segura hasn't been too... He was coming off a rough season in more ways than one last year, but he looks like he's got it going. I want to go with Mike Trout for the first time this year. The other thing I wanted to mention, highest coming off 5 home runs in his first 3 games, Adrian Gonzalez is the highest salaried hitter going into the weekend at 5,300. So I'm not going to bite on that, but I'm going to put Trout in. So that's the other one. Bryce Harper, he gave me an 0 for 4 yesterday. I want him in there. And I've got Hayward, but if... see, I can't really... Unless I find out that Norris is going to play, I might as well go with... someone else. And the Mets catcher hasn't been bad so far this year. Travis, we will, just to get him in, it's only the catcher position. And this way, I love dialogue boxes. And so we can get Mookie Betts, and so there you go, Pomerantz, and who's the Yankee starter anyways? It only seems like they play 40 times a year, and I mean, they haven't played each other since the final 3 games of the 2014 regular season, but you know the drill. They'll be on MLB Network Friday, Fox Sports 1 Saturday, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball for your Yankees Red Sox needs. But our Friday night lineup will be Pomerantz, Yarnad, Votto, Panic at the Disco, Sandoval, Segura, Trout, Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts. And I could show you how yesterday I didn't even bother with the late games. There were only 3 of them. There were 6 early games and 2 were imperiled by the weather, which I would not touch. And I took a chance on Oakland rookie Kendall Graveman, who tore it up in the Toronto organization last year, and Mississippi State product, I believe. So he's been in the SEC wars, but defense let him down first inning. Things didn't get better after that, so that took care of me right there. 6 out of my 8 hitters, so which isn't a bad hit rate. It's not a bad percentage. I get 75% of them who at least get a hit, and I got some extra base hits and RBIs. No monster games, but Salvador Perez, he's joined Yadier Molina as, I think he'll be a perennial Gold Glover. So he's every bit as good as a catcher on the other side of Missouri now. Kipnis got a triple and an RBI. Here's David Wright with a couple RBIs. Here's Desmond, 2 doubles. Springer, if nothing else, got on base a couple times and stole a base. So technically he didn't get a hit neither, so I only had 5 out of 8. At least productive outs there. And a couple times on base. And Lorenzo Cain, who hits 3rd these days for the Royals, so that's a good one. The pitching stars of the day, Strasburg versus Harvey. Strasburg, he gets, I would not really fear putting hitters in against, David Wright didn't do bad. Strasburg gave up some hits and runs. Harvey, though, came as advertised. Obviously, first outing after Tommy John, the pitch count was low, but the other star was Trevor Bauer, who 6 no-hit innings, struck out 11. Cleveland had the no-hitter going until the 9th, so he got a win there. And then looking at this particular lineup, Odor, who's the number 9 hitter, came through, so that worked out. J.D. Martinez, Mitch Moreland, and Cespedes. And we got Beltre there. You might want to see that home run if you have not seen it yet. Benito Santiago used to throw out runners from his knees. Now Beltre is hitting home runs on one knee. Incidentally, turns out Benito Santiago is now, he catches for the University of Tennessee, so that's where he has surfaced. So someone attended a game a week ago, texted me, dude, Benito's kid's in there. So there's a blast from the past. So anyways, I've given you 2 lineups for tomorrow. Everyone's playing this weekend. First full weekend of baseball. Life's good. So good luck to everyone, and we will talk to you soon.